finish line, you get on the brakes at the finish line, and everybody will be just fine on that. We'll run you guys out of lanes 1 and 2, most likely all day long. Water box will be all the way back in the back. You'll back into it. There's a little divot there to let you know when you're there. Feel free, if there's not somebody there, or you got somebody with you, need some water, feel free to spray some more water down. It's okay. We don't get on you about that. We will have no scoreboards on, so you know it's wind light only. But during bracket racing, I will have the dial-in boards on, so at least you'll know you're dialing. All right, so make sure you check your dial-in before you stage. Once you stage, the dial-ins you see back here when you're sitting there in the burnout box, that's your dial-in. So if you're rolling up to the beams, the dial-in that's on that board right then is the car behind you. Yours will be on the board when the car in front of you is taking off, just so you know. We do have some 110 race gas left if anybody needs it, and I have some methanol left if anybody needs it. We have top end lube in the concession stand, dial-in if you need it. A full menu down there today. Please support us if you can. It's everything hand fresh food every day. Nothing's ever frozen. I've worked pretty hard on that stand for the last couple of years, so please support that if you can. Anybody got any questions for me? Where is the what? Fuel right now is still in the back of my truck because I've just been too busy, but if you need some fuel, get with me because we're done here and I'll get it for you if you need it. I have alcohol by the drum or by the gallon, whichever you want. Yeah, it'll be on a regular 5/10 Sportsman tree, staggered tree.
Small tire? Small tires, it's green.
So yeah, we have a true instant green here, so you know it's not just unscrewing the bulbs. It's a setting that we set up for our junior dragster racing on our outlaw racing. We do on that. So it's a true instant green. You can try to anticipate it, but you will go red. It'll red light you. I promise you, it will red light you. So.
Instant green is only Saturday night. Saturday night. Now we can do, since we've got a couple of tested tunes built in, we can do like a tested tune for the 28-10-5 instant green, so you guys can get used to the tree. You want us to line up in a different lane at the time, so that you know?
We'll call you separately.
We'll call you up for that. All right, folks. Those of you running the bottle, there is
Mike.
There is.
See if this one works. Try this one.
All right, can everyone hear me? For those of you running the bottle or some squeeze or whatever you want to call it today, there is a shop here in town that is willing to fill bottles. They're only 3 miles. It's Greg Adams, what is it? Greg's Tuning Center. You can Google it. It's about 3 to 4 miles from here. Okay? He's open till 5. So if you're going to spray the bejesus out of it, make sure you get your bottles filled by 5. Tomorrow is on a case-by-case basis. They may or may not be able to fill it just based on their work schedule. They have someone coming in, but he's going to also be working on projects there. So if you need your nitrous bottles filled, do it at the end of the day today before 5 o'clock. We'll have a little bit of time built in there before the burnout competition, so you can run over and get your bottles filled, be back before the burnout competition happens.
Hey, a big thanks to all those people who hit that subscribe button for these who are waiting out here at the gate, who needed their 500 subscriptions to get into this thing. Hey, put your hands together. You brought in more people today. These guys who just got in under the gun with 500 subscriptions.
Good job. Good job.
Way to come in and chump it out at the front gate. This guy right here.
Dizzy
He
Izzy!
greeted us at the front gate.
Dizzy Izzy!
Among others.
Yeah,
Mopars, Mustangs, and minivans. Where are they at?
they got it. 500. They're in.
All right, so hey, we got our group photo coming up, okay? And we want drivers to bring their vehicle. We're going to come from the big end of the racetrack, okay? We're We're going to come down here, we'll have people, and we're going to stage you diagonally on the track, and we're going to take a group overhead drone photo, or we're going to use the cherry picker, whichever of the two seems to give the best resolution for this. But we're going to call you guys out here just very shortly. Come down in a nice, neat, organized fashion. Please, nobody over 10 miles an hour. We want to keep this safe, as we're going to have every one of these cars on the track at the same time. So you're going to have to be kind of mindful, careful, keep the speeds down, keep it safe. But we're going to have a great big group photo. Just as soon as you guys get back, I'll call you out and we get all this staged. So hopefully everybody has a great weekend. I want to thank you all for coming out. Big thanks to Dallas for putting this together. Put your hands together for Dallas and for Barkley
Dallas,
for
man.
hosting the event here at Jeffers Motorsports Park. Thank you, guys and gals, for coming out. So at this time, we're going to break up the drivers' meeting unless we have any last questions. Sir? Dallas? That is an excellent point. All right. Anybody who's never been on a drag strip before, raise your hand. Oh yeah, everybody needs to hear this. Okay, if you have a problem with the race car on the racetrack, carefully shut it down, get it under control, and pull to the side of the track just as fast as you possibly can, okay, safely. If you have any fluids leaking out of the car, it's easier to clean up one spot than it is to clean up a quarter mile into the return road, okay? You understand what I'm saying? It's easier to clean up one little pool of stuff than it is to clean up a big long strip. So if you're having problems, having issues of any kind at all with your car, carefully, safely pull it to the side of the racetrack and stop. Everybody understand that?
Yes.
Okay, once you're given the okay to go, we'll motion you out, or we'll call somebody to tow you if you are, in fact, emanating fluids, from every orifice of the race car, and I've been guilty of that. So, anyway, hopefully everybody has a good time. Dallas, what else? All right. For those of you who are running antifreeze in your cooling system, one of the track rules is no antifreeze. So we do have a dump bucket over here. You can drain it out. If you've got water, you can fill it back up. Oil and antifreeze are two completely different animals to clean up on a racing surface, okay? You can absorb oil with Oil Dry and the sweep that they use out here. To get antifreeze up requires an act of Congress, and we all know how they move, right? So if you've got antifreeze in your car, we've got a place to dump it over here. Please drain it out. I've got a spare drain pan in the trunk of my Roadrunner if somebody needs one. Drain the antifreeze out, replace it with just straight water, please, just for this event, and then you can put antifreeze back in and get yourself home, and everybody should have a safe event. But if you leak that stuff on the track, we're going to be down for a large amount of time. So we don't want to inconvenience everybody for the sake of one person putting antifreeze on the track. So if you'd all help us with that, we sure do appreciate it. One other thing, if you've got a golf cart, go-kart, moped, whatever that you use for a pit vehicle, if you're driving that, you must be a licensed driver at least 16 years of age, okay? It helps us with the insurance here. And that's just so that we have safety, we have some kind of responsibility. Basically no kids on the golf carts or the go-karts or anything like that. Is that understood? All right, let's have a safe race. You guys head back to your pits, and we'll call